of used to. So I've been looking at sort of tips and tricks to deal with anxiety and overwhelm. If anyone's got any, so if you're, because I think we all had like foundational level of anxiety generally when it comes to what's happening with the climate. You could feel that sort of anxiety building. So if anyone's got any tried and tested hints and tips for dealing with anxiety and overwhelm.
No, breathing's a good start.
Yeah. I've got one for breathing actually. It's the Navy SEALs use it. So it's through your nose. You can through your mouth if your nose is blocked, but it's inhale, then inhale again, exhale. So do you want to try it together? Julie, do you want to take the lead? Just see if you could see if you can get.
You're doing a great job.
Breathe as one.
You lead the way because I've got one as well.
Okay, so it's an inhale, and again inhale. It's good, huh?
Yeah, I've got one.
No, it is good.
Actually, because I work with young people and we find that they remember the Grand Old Duke of York nursery rhyme. The Grand Old Duke nursery rhyme is perfectly timed to the inhale and the exhale. So I won't ask everybody to do it, but
that's a good tip.
Try it in private first of all, but it's actually, it really does enable us to actually do that whole breathing process in a really good way because of the lyrics as well.
Thank you.
Automatically, yeah, welcome. Yeah. Anything else then? Yeah.
Hang on a minute.
Hugs. Actually, I've hugs. Hang on a minute. Who said hang on a minute?
I want to sing the Grand Old Duke of York.
Hello.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I want to see where this breath is.
All right. So, do you want me to lead this then?
Yeah.
Please.
Okay. So, everybody ready?
Yeah.
Right. So, I'm just going to invite you to actually take a breath, and then we'll start singing. So. Grand Old Duke of York. Come on, join me.
He had 10,000 men.
He
marched them up to
the top of the hill.
And he marched them down.
And when they were up, and when they were down, they were down.
Oh, she's taken a leap.
They were only halfway up. They were neither up or down. Oh, that's quite low.
Chaos. It kind of
Brilliant.
happens so organically that you do it, you know, and you're singing, and so the kids really like it. And because I work with a lot of people who've got have panic attacks and anxiety, and actually singing is great, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's lovely because the theme really is around air as well. You know, Pete's maybe later is going to be all about. And I've not, you know, that kind of symbolism around the virus, how it affects the human respiratory systems. You know, so the more we can really practice, you know, the right kind of breathing for us. You know, if we can do diaphragmatic breathing, then great. If we can't, that just, you know, very simple tips and tricks, as you say, Kitty, is so important. Yeah. Anything else on breath? Anybody got some tips?
It's our gift, isn't it?
It is totally. It's the one thing we need.
Can you hear me at all?
Yes, whoever that is.
Hi, it's Daniela. I don't know what I'm doing on my phone. I can see all of you. You don't really need to see my face, but I can see all of you.
We'd love to see your face if you want to come.
I don't know how to do it on my mobile. I'm on a Wi-Fi that's sort of 0.00.0 upload. So maybe it's better just to hear the voice. No, the breath work. I look at the work of the breath guy. He does quite a bit of work with Tom Middleton in terms of certain breathing exercises and compositions with sound that are kind of align with the breath. He does a lot. I think at the moment on Instagram, he's streaming every day, a particular time in the evening, and he's doing a live breath. I think it's over an hour. He's actually sitting in breath with people that join him. so that you can run the exercises together.
And the link in the chat window so we can access.
Yeah, I'll put the link in the chat here. And the other person that I've been finding really helpful is Katie Abbott, and she runs a project called Pause Place, and she just comes together on a Sunday evening, again through Instagram, at 8:30, and she just sits in silence with you and holds your gaze through through this technology. And it's really powerful just to sit quietly with a human looking at you and really engaged with you. I mean, I'm trying to get my head around not being around my students. I work really energetically in my classroom, so running my classes on a screen has been really an interesting experience to try and connect.
Do your classes with video? Sorry to interrupt, but do you do your classes with the video on, or just audio?
I do. I use Microsoft Teams. So what I'm able to do is run my lecture as I would, so I can, show all my videos, and it's kind of interactive, but you're not picking up on body language. You're not able to, when you've got a class of sort of 50 students, you're really using body language and picking up on, when people are feeling tired, or so having to sort of adapt that has been quite interesting. So
yeah, my wife's a teacher. She's been not using the video really. She's just been doing it audio. I mean, our internet isn't too great here either, but I mean, she finds it actually that the audio only is working quite well. So sometimes I don't know, video, audio, don't know which is best really. Yeah,
I think
maybe you're just connected with one sense, and maybe that kind of focuses people a bit more. I don't know.
Something like that. Yeah.
Much depends on how we learn as well, though, doesn't it? Because we're all different learners, so it's kind of a little bit more forces really.
But your point about the power of silence, I think, was very important, because we had a spontaneous campfire session a couple of weeks ago where we all spontaneously fell into silence, and it was perhaps the highlight of the whole.
Yeah.
It was rich in its texture. The silence wasn't it? It was amazing.
It was.
Yeah.
So maybe we should end this session with one.
Yeah.
The other thing just to say,
it's all beautiful audio. Yeah.
Pete and I were talking about the whole thing to do with the virus, and actually how it could potentially create fear in breathing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So, and I did share at one of these experimental sessions that we've been having, just a very simple way of illustrating that the body is a transmutative force, for the air in our body. And so again, very simply, just the breathing in, and actually sort of just very slight pause on the top of the in breath, and just imagining you're assimilating that breath. And then on the out breath, as you exhale, again, you're imagining you're expanding and transmuting, and then projecting that pure breath, the pure source breath out, because we're in that process of exchange and symbiosis all the time. And so the thing that we can move into is the fear around being out and actually breathing and that transmutative force ourselves. So that kind of energetically imagine, you're purifying the air, and I kind of feel it's a really important thing to know that we are, that vessel that can do that, and that we're interacting all the time with the trees in that way, and the rest of nature in that way, and actually with each other, and not to fear that exchange, because the more we do, the more that the body gets activated, the nervous system gets activated as well.
So you're essentially saying our breaths and what we put out there from breath is as important as a post on a social feed or anything else, probably more so.
Of course, yeah, well, yeah, it's the first and the last thing we all do.
It's all what we put out there.
Yeah.